Hey guys, it's Theron and Mizpah Glenny from Arrows Christian Academy. We're the co-directors at the school. I'm sure you know that by now. But we wanted to first, hopefully you had a great Christmas with your family and your friends, and just really soaked in the beauty of the holiday and why we celebrate it. And we today in this video we wanted to just share kind of what's been going on at Arrows this past fall, kind of get you caught up to speed and what we've been teaching, what we've been doing, the things that are happening behind the scenes and all that. But before we give the update, if you want to partner with us, if you want to join us in giving to the school and helping us from a perspective as we go into the new year to help fund the things that we're doing, the things that we're talking about, we're going to talk to you about here in a minute. We encourage you to give like an end of the year donation to us to help fund and fuel the mission of Arrows. And so you can go on our website and you click the Become a Path paver at the top right corner, and that'll lead you through. I'll share some screenshots here with you, but we have two different, I guess, incentives for you. One, if you give $50 or more, we'll send over to you 2 really cool stickers. I know everybody loves stickers. We put them on our cars, we put them on our water bottles, we put them on our laptops, right? We put them. Hopefully not on our faces or things like that, but like we like stickers. So you'll get an Arrows Christian Academy sticker, and then also an Arrows Archery sticker, which we really love. And so we'll send those out to you if you give a donation of $50 or more. And then if you,
if you give $150 or more, we have these really cool mugs.
Yeah.
This is a great time of year to enjoy hot drinks.
Like
you could take around with you, travel mug kind of thing. So just says Arrows Christian Academy on it, and we think they're pretty cool, but we would love to send you one if you give a gift of $150 or more.
That's right. So again, you just go to the website and you can fill out your information and do that, and we'll send. And if you do the 150 or more, we'll also send the stickers in too. That way you get those as well. So thank you again for all of your support.
Yes.
And so let's get into it. Let's share about what's been going on. Number one is being that it was the fall, we had 2 really great outdoor adventure days. Outdoor adventure days is when we get outside. We get out of the school and we get out into nature, and we get to actually one of the days wasn't out in nature because it was cold out, so we ended up in a gym. But regardless, the point of the outdoor adventure days is to get out of the classroom and do stuff together,
Connect together
to connect
as a school, a whole school.
Right, the whole school, all the teachers, all the students, and get to play games together. One day we went to Lake Glendale and we stomped around in the woods, build forts, all kinds of different stuff, and the kids get to really bond. We get to bond outside of the classroom with the kids, and it's something that us as a teaching staff, we really treasure, to spend that time with them out of the classroom. So really great time. Enjoy those. We got some more outdoor adventure days coming up in the new year.
We also started our Early Learning Center, and this was a new thing for our school because of the we're starting at 30 months, and it goes all the way to 5 years old. And it's a new thing for our school because it's very focused on them. It's a Montessori kind of approach with our students, and it's just been a joy to watch all the new students come in, the young ones come in, and how much they learn in that time that they're there in the school, and it's been fun.
Yeah, and by the way, we're accepting applications here. So if we're trying to build that up. If you know somebody that has a kid and within those age ranges, so again, it's 30 months to 5 years old. We also have before school care and after school care available. Let them know that we're downtown Altoona. People especially that work downtown or at the hospital or wherever, utilize that service as for your children. So spread the word there. Help us out with that. The other thing is we started the Arrows Collective, which is for homeschooled students that can then take our elective courses, and so that's been going really well. We did that in Q1, and now we're in Q2 and going to be finishing up Q2 here. But it's been going really well. We've got a total of 62 students, and that's across both the school, and so we have 53 full-time students, and then we've got a total of 62 with the collective students, and so we've been loving it. So anybody, if you know any homeschool kids, send them. They can apply for, or they can register for classes in Q3 and Q4 yet. So they can go on the website today and take a look at those classes and see what we're offering, and if something looks appealing, sign up. And so please share this with them.
Something we're super passionate about at Arrows are the 3 skills that we think are super important for kids to learn and to grow in their foundation in the Lord, and one of those is biblical literacy. And I don't know, but like, I've been listening in on some of the Bible classes for the middle school students, and that it just blows me away, the stuff they're learning and the way that they've learned how to read the Bible, how to study the Bible, and really take in all the stories, not only the stories, but really foundational principles of the Bible, God's Word, and that's really awesome to see. And then we also really focus a lot on relationship skills, which means we get down in the nitty-gritty, and sometimes there's conflicts that come up, sometimes there's issues between students.
Not conflicts.
And we really work hard at learning how to build solid relationships and friendships within the school. And then the third thing we love to work on is self-awareness, and that's something we're big on just because we know that each person has a gift to bring, and it's so valuable. And so if you are aware of what you bring to the table, it helps you in your confidence and what you can do to impact the people around you. So really want to work on students understanding their strengths and their weaknesses, but really understand who they are and how God's wired them and built them, and so that they can make the biggest impact possible. So
those are 3 skill areas on the path to purpose. You've probably heard us talk about that in other videos and different things, but those are 3 areas that we really focus on. It looks different from one grade level to the other, but those are really important. We live in a society that's really biblical illiterate, and meaning that a lot of people don't know a whole lot about the Bible, and that's not a criticism or a judgmental thing at all. It's just the truth. And so for us, laying the foundation of laying the scripture in the hearts of our students is really, really important at that young age. They're memorizing verses on a weekly basis, and verses that really speak to who they are, who God created them to be. So that as they get older, they can draw upon that. One of the things that Tim Tebow says, that he's so thankful that his mom, and he was homeschooled, that his mom made him memorize verses that he still draws on today. And it's an amazing, it's a privilege that we have to do that. So verse memorization, the relationship skills. One of the classes that Mizpah and I get the privilege of teaching is our World Impact class. We love it, and it's so, we focus on 3 things. We focus on leadership, understanding, how to lead, what is a leader, what does a leader do, and we study other leaders and learn about what they do. We have people in to talk about leadership. We also, the second thing is we talk about entrepreneurship, and because you could have the best idea in the world, whether it's a product or a service, something in for-profit, non-profit, but if you don't know how to take it to market, you don't know how to go to market with it, your idea is really not going to spread. It's not going to reach people. And so we talk about entrepreneurship and go-to-market skills, and so fun. We talk about storytelling, what the best companies do when it comes to storytelling, and we interweave this into the curriculum. And then the third thing that we do is about self-awareness. You heard Mizpah talk about that a little earlier. We do some personality tests. This is a great time for especially middle school students to learn about how God has wired them, like how they're wired, what their gifts are, what their abilities are, what their personalities. So they begin to learn about those, and then we walk through the results of those. We walk through, what does this mean? If you're, if we talk about the love languages and how you're wired, how you love people, if you're having a bad day, who do you want to go to? Oh, those kids over there that have the gift of encouragement, they're the ones that they like they know how to give words of affirmation. So you really, they start to connect the dots that, oh my gosh, you know, I'm different than everybody else. Yeah, you are different. You're uniquely different. And everyone's different here in the class, but God puts you all, like, he can use all of your giftings, and you have to really love and respect each other and what you bring to the table. Yeah. So it's a really beautiful thing to kind of watch that come together. So in addition to all the great, you know, all the academic stuff, you know, for us, you know, good academics is table stakes. You know, we are everything is going great from an academic standpoint. But the other things that we're loving too is a lot of the electives the kids are getting, the art classes, the music classes. But you know, what about learning how to code, learning machine learning? Yeah. What about mechanics, baking? I love baking day because it smells really good in school. Baking, they're learning those skills. They're learning mechanics down at Parsons Garage in Bellwood. You know, the kids they had how to change oil, change tires. You know, like we had a flat tire, and you know, my son was in the class, and he literally, like, when we had a flat tire alongside the road, you know, I went to start doing it. He's like, Dad, I got this. I'm like, what? He's like, I got this. And so literally our son, like, changed the tire by himself. I hardly had to help him. And so the kids are really learning a lot of, you know, great skills. Outdoor adventure skills.
They love that class.
How to start your own fire. A good fire, not like catch your house on fire.
How to use a compass.
Yeah.
Directions.
Right. Navigating maps.
Set up a tent.
Yeah, a shelter, emergency shelter. Yeah. You know, those things. You know, obviously we love archery at the school as well. And this to tell you a little bit about the archery season coming up. We're in the midst of practice now. Last year we had 17 kids. This year we have 38. And so the archery team has grown tremendously. Yeah. And we've got our match coming up, not this coming Saturday, but the next Saturday, the 7th. So our matches are starting to come up here. But we are so excited. We had 3 coaches last year. Now we have 7. We have our first female coach in Jody Campbell. Thank you, Jody. So we're just really excited about her being on the team, and because we have a lot of girls that shoot archery. It's a great mix of boys and girls. And so we have an elementary team, we've got a middle school team, and we're going to be competing at the state level this year. We're definitely going to crack the top 10, I think, in the state, and we'll see where we go. But we're very excited about it. We just carpeted the fellowship hall. This is where we practice. We just carpeted a fellowship hall. It's fantastic. It looks beautiful. It will cut down on the noise in there tremendously. And why is that important? Because sometimes it's hard to hear when, you know, we're talking to someone or they're talking to us. We can't really hear. So that's going to be fantastic. That's where we practice. We practice 2 days a week. And we also this year, something that we learned from some of the top schools in the state, and actually some of the top schools in the nation. And by the way, so you know, there's a state level, there's the national level for this, and then there's also the worlds. And so we've been learning from some of the schools that are really good at this, and we've started to build in some strength training, some fitness into our practices, so the kids, when they get there, we usually give a little bit of a talk, some inspiration. We pray together, and then one group goes and does some fitness. A lot of these workouts, so that the kids are leading themselves. We give them some direction, but they're leading themselves, and it's really good for team chemistry, team bonding. You start to see who the leaders are. And so they're doing that, and you know, working to get stronger. You know, you're pulling the bow back a lot. You're holding the bow up, which is not light. You're doing that over 6 rounds, so they're learning those things. And then while the other group is in the range shooting, we're working on fundamentals, and just we shoot 3 rounds at 10 meters and then 3 rounds at 15 meters. And so we're just really excited. We've got some great folks on staff now that can really give some one-on-one attention. to our archers, and the kids are excited. They all have their own bows this year. Last year we shared 12 bows across the entire team. Everybody has their own bow this year. Everybody has their own set of arrows, you know, all of that, their own cases, and it's really, really cool to see. So we're excited about the season. The state championship is in late March, March 24th. So we're going to be hitting up different matches throughout the new year here coming up. So be cheering us on.
Yeah.
Cheering us on.
Another new thing we have is a bus. We have a bus.
When I went,
Yes.
Our school has a bus.
We do.
One of our donors just generously donated all the money to purchase a bus. And
Yes.
we actually used it for one of our outdoor adventure days this year.
It was awesome.
And it was so exciting.
The kids were just...
So that's what they'll ride on for archery tournaments
Yep,
too.
yep. So we got a bus to take us to archery tournaments and field trips and outdoor adventure days, and it's fantastic. It's really good bus. So
Yep.
thank you to our anonymous donor. You know who you are. So thank you. What else we got going on?
We became, we had some international friends
Yeah.
visit our school this year. This was very exciting for us.
Very
we
special.
Reconnected with they're not missionaries to Bulgaria, but they're pastors in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
And they came and spoke at our school, shared about their country, talked about what they do there and what it's like to live there.
Beautiful
and
country.
It was beautiful. The kids were fascinated by it. We also have a team from Brazil.
Yes, the
They're
Brazilians.
part of a YWAM DTS, or Discipleship Training School.
YWAM stands for Youth with a Mission.
Yeah,
So anywhere from 19 years old to around 30 is the age range.
Yeah.
And they've been with us for
2 months.
they've been with us for like 2 months now.
Yeah.
Not just at the school, but like mainly with the church and stuff. But we've brought them in a few times just to, you know, speak at chapel, minister to the kids,
Yeah,
and
they prayed over the kids
amazing
and-
people,
Yeah.
amazing people. We're so fortunate to have them.
Yep.
So that's going on. What else?
And we also became a member of ACSI,
Yeah.
which is Association of Christian Schools International.
Yep.
So pretty great organization. It's helping us
Yeah.
grow as a school and hit all the targets that we need to hit to
Yeah.
be excellent at what we do. So.
Yeah, we're a new school, right? This is year 2 for us. And so why not learn from the best? And during all last year, we did a lot of research and looking at some of the connections that we had at Christian schools across the nation. And we saw that all of them were members of ACSI. And so we are starting the accreditation process with them to be accredited. And so, you know, if you look at our faculty page and you look at our teachers, so many of them already have great degrees or master's degrees, but they're anointed to teach. And so for us, we want to find those teachers that not just have a degree, you know, anybody can go and get a degree. What we're looking for is, are they anointed to teach? Do they have a heart of a teacher? Are they gifted in that? Do they love kids? If you don't love kids and you have a teaching degree, well, I'm sorry, like you're probably not going to do well. So like, do they love the next generation? Do they have a heart and passion to raise up the next generation? That's what we're looking for. That's the type of people that we want on our team. That's the type of people we have on our team now. And so we're looking at, when we find those people, can we provide a pathway for them to get into the classroom, to get to training that they need, but also to make sure, you know, the accreditation process allows us to really follow best practices of what the best schools do. And so we'll start that process here in the new year. We're very excited. We've already have learned or have met so many great heads of schools, people that are running Christian school districts and so forth, and we really feel good about it. And so anyway, we just a big shout out to all of our teachers. We love them very much. We're a tight team. We enjoy being together. I think a team should enjoy being together, and they work so hard. You know, they're always thinking about how they can help the students in their classroom and building those relationships and getting them equipped. You know, for their future. So Thank you again for supporting us. We're excited for the new year. Go into the new year with confidence, with trust that God can help you, can lead you, can give you direction on the things that He has put in your heart to do. Yeah. And feel free to always reach out to us. Again, if you want to partner with us, you want to join us in giving to the school. We've been sowing personally into the school from day one, even before then. And so we'll continue to do that. Even as we're co-directors, we'll continue to do that. So if you want to join us and do that, again, $50. We'll get you a couple awesome stickers you can use on your water bottle or whatever. And if you give $150, you get the mug. You can sip your hot tea or coffee or whatever, hot drink you love during this time of year. We'll send that out to you as well as the stickers. So again, thank you. We love you all, and God bless.